Hey, it's a Camaro video and I'm wearing a t-shirt because the last time I did a Camaro video, it was like winter. It's not winter, it's summer now. It's been a minute. Let's have a look at what we've been up to. Well, some of you have seen the ZX7 project. And obviously we've been racing and doing all that stuff out there. Summertime comes, you get less time to work on this old junk. If I can... It's up off the ground, we got wheels on it now. Jeez. We got, see if I can show you the rear end up under it. All of the bars and stuff. Those are all, I got a plane. All of the bars and stuff. The end links are all from All-Star. And the trailer, the control arms there, I guess. Those guys are all from All-Star. All adjustable stuff. Pretty cheap to do. It's a lot less than some of the big aftermarket manufacturers out there making the same thing for a whole lot more money. So All-Star, you know, there's not much to it. Some end links and a piece of pipe, but that holds all that together. So we got rear end in it, and we've got the gear done. I think I got some stuff to show you on the rear end, so you can clip in there. Yep. Perfect. What else do we got? Working on the trunk lid. I had some crust on the other side, so I cleaned that up. I just need to tidy that up. I just threw a coat of primer on there. Yeah, these guys. So part of this whole project, I really wanted to buy a pipe bender or tubing bender and, you know, build the whole cage and everything myself. I really wanted to do all that, but man, tubing benders are really expensive right now, and tubing is really expensive right now. So I ended up, you know, taking the cheap way out on this time, and I bought a kit from All-Star that apparently is a not bolt-in, but like it's a weld-in kit for these 3rd gen Camaros. So comes with, that's your main hoop there. You've got down bars, cross braces, you've got door bars, you've got the halo for up top. So it's a full cage kit. Oh yeah, no, this. Geez, it's been a while. That's our T5, and it's in. Well, in. I don't have the cross member built yet, so right now it's just kind of sitting on a jack. But just to kind of get an idea where this is going to be, so I could cut the floor out, or the trans tunnel, if you will, so that all goes in there. And just the crappy 4.8 in there right now, just kind of sitting in there. I've just got, that was fun. I had to work on the engine mounts a little bit to get it to sit where I wanted it to. We've got a swap pan, so it's a lower oil pan. And I did have a bunch of English language. I did have a bunch of clearance issues that I needed to sort. And right now, I don't know if you can see, I notched the cross member for this pan. Now I will, once the engine comes back out, I'll just, you know, zap some stuff in there just so it is back to nice and smooth. But I just wanted to get it notched out so the whole thing would sit in there. We've got our, this is almost too pretty. We got our upright intake there. all the steering bits. Man, I didn't even show you any steering bits. I've been out here, like, you know, I spend an hour here or there like these projects normally do. We've got all our joints together for the steering. Don't worry about that strap. We've got the Speedway motor steering column in, so it's just a cheap, I think that was 99 bucks. Steering column. I take this all together, just aluminum bracket. That looks ugly from here, but you want that, it's gonna be fine. And just our cheap wheel in here for now, just to mock it up. But that gives you an idea. It's she's pretty simple, but uses the stock up mount, or upper mount. But you know, I could probably redo that, but you won't see any of that, and it should be just fine. So, because we're gonna use the stock dash pad and most of the dash in there, just with some adjustments. What else have we got? I just kind of mounted the stock seat in there. Obviously, we're going to be running proper seats, but that's just a stock one in there just to, you know, get the idea. And what else did I get today? Something just showed up today. So we need to make these work. Stickers. Best part. So I went with your firewall mount setup. And we'll see how much effort that's going to take to install. And I just want the twin pedal set up, and we'll make a throttle pedal. But this should get us started. That's going to be some fabrication work, I'm sure, trying to get that to where we want it. But that's where we're at right now. It's been a whole heap of work, but it's nice to see wheels on it. I can actually, like, with the engine out, I could set it on the ground and roll it around. I don't want to do it with the engine in it because there's no cross member, and it's just a pain to try and tie the transmission up. But we're making progress. Look, pedals. Oh yeah. So I know it's been another minute. When I mounted the pedals, I drilled holes through the firewall, mounted the pedals in there, and then whatever dummy built this firewall, not naming names, they didn't quite get this angle right. So then my pedals, when I mounted them, were pointed off. You know, if you're sitting in the car, they're pointed off this way. And I'm not sitting over here, you know, we're sitting over here. So I had to make up this. We're going to clean this up. I had to make this mount to kind of, like, you know, offset it a little bit, tilt it out this way so that my pedals would, you know, face the driver. And obviously we still need to drill the holes for the master cylinders, but that's something anyway. Don't worry about that. Anyway, we got a pedal mount, so that's exciting. Just one little piece at a time, you know. You got to spend an hour here, there, wherever you can. Well, I'm under the car again, and this time, I don't know if you can see it there. We've got a cross member mount built, just a piece of round tubing, a couple pieces of angle, because it's all hard, like the engine's hard mounted in there. I don't need a rubber mount or anything. It's not going to move. You know, vibration be damned, it's going to go in. But I did have a problem, and I probably should have adjusted earlier. But when I went to use that nut, or like the bolt in through the frame, that one was stripped. So I'll show you how I fixed it. Hang on. So of course, it's all under the floor. So I did have to cut a panel in the floor and weld an insert in there, and then weld the floor back up. But you know, when you got old sheet metal floors that you built from metal shelving, then none of that matters. You just paint it black and send it down the track. So I really like those pedals. And that's it, back down on the ground. I've got the ride height adjusters up quite a ways just so I could get the jack under it. Guys, that's really handy. When you can't get the jack under the cross member, because you got a regular size jack, not like the super low profile ones, you can just jack the ride height up a little bit and it will fit no problem. But I had to cut the rear spring a little bit to get it to sit there, so I might have to either come up with a solution for that, because obviously we want the right ride height. It was way up. So maybe those rear springs were not quite the answer, but we're getting closer anyway. In the front, obviously, we won't really know until I get some fenders and the right size tire and stuff on there, but it sits. We can move it around. You can steer it, you know, all that stuff. So that's just awesome progress. Oh, I still can't get over. Just, yeah, it's just good. That's just really good. So, yeah, I'm excited.